For centuries, Portugal had distinguished itself by its zeal for the spread of the Christian faith. But in the 18th century, the government was influenced by anti-religious ideas, and from that time, they set about de-Christianizing the country. In the spring of 1916, Lucia, aged 9, and her cousins Francisco and Jacinta Mato, ages 8 and 6 respectively, went out with their sheep to the valley of Cova da Iria near the village of Fatima. On this particular day, rain began to fall, and the children hurried up to the side of the hill and stayed in a small cave. There, they ate their lunch, finished playing games, and then, as was the custom all over Portugal, knelt down to say the rosary together. Before they had finished the rosary, suddenly they felt a strong wind and noticed a strange light far over the valley. As the children watched, the light came closer and closer to the place where the children were kneeling, and finally it came to the entrance of the little cave. There, the light took the form of a young man about 15 years of age. Then the young man spoke with the children. "Do not be afraid. I am the angel of peace. Pray with me." Then, prostrating himself with his forehead touching the ground, he gave the children the following prayer. The angel repeated this prayer 3 times. Then he said, "Pray thus. The hearts of Jesus and Mary are attentive to the voice of your supplication." The second time the angel came as the children were playing near the old well behind Lucia's home. All of a sudden, without any warning, the angel appeared, asking, "What are you doing? Pray incessantly. Offer prayers and sacrifices to the Almighty." Lucia, puzzled by these words, asked the angel, "But how? How shall we sacrifice ourselves?" And the angel answered, "In everything you do, offer a sacrifice to God to make up for the sins by which God is offended. Above all, accept and endure with submission the suffering which God will send you." Later on that day, out in the valley, the girls explained this to Francisco, who had seen the angel but could not hear his voice. "But how can we suffer? We are not sick. We have enough to eat and a place to live," said Francisco. But he soon knew its meaning when his oldest brother went to join the armies fighting the World War I. Toward the end of the summer, the angel came to them while they were praying near the cave. The angel in his hand held a chalice, and above it a bleeding host was suspended. The angel then knelt and offered the following prayer. Then the angel gave the host to Lucia and the chalice to Francisco and Jacinta, saying, "Take and drink the body and blood of Jesus Christ, horribly outraged by ungrateful men. Make reparation for their crimes and console your God." It was the last time the children saw the angel of peace. Nothing happened in the later days. Summer passed, winter came, and then came spring. The children waited with hope that the angel might return to them. On Sunday, May 13th in the year 1917, the children were pasturing their flock as usual at the Cova da Iria. The children were playing when they suddenly saw a bright shaft of light in the air. They described it as a flash of lightning. It was not really a lightning, but rather a light. Frightened by the flash, the children looked around the sky, and the sky was clear. The sun was strong, and there was no hint of storm which might have caused the flash. The children, however, thought it might rain, so they descended the hill. Another flash of light came, and when they looked towards the right, there, standing over the foliage of a small holm oak, a lady dressed all in white, more brilliant than the sun, shedding rays of light, clear and stronger than a crystal glass filled with the most sparkling water, pierced by the burning rays of the sun.